right, welcome back. We are here for the 132B final from Locorotondo in Italy at the Omicron circuit, just outside the lovely little town of Locorotondo in the south of Italy. We've had a local bike race going past. We've got vineyards being picked next to us. We have children playing on the playground next to us in the little sports complex that we've got. Padel courts going on. We've got people waiting in the tribune. We are ready to race for our first pair of finals, the 132B and the 132A at the EFRA 1/8 IC Track European Championships for 2024. So, just waiting for our co-commentator, John Ehrman, to come back. He's been practicing his pit stops with his mechanic. So we've got two finals. Both of them are going to be 20 minutes, and there's a 10-minute break in between each of them. I'm curious to see who they've got come out for the marshalling. But while we wait for that to occur, we'll play out. We'll have a word from our sponsors, our lovely, lovely sponsors. Yes, we've got cars revving. Mechanics just about to arrive into the pit lane. The cars have been revving for a couple minutes already. And here we go. Here's our march of the mechanics. First set of drivers are already on the rostrum. And those drivers are in car number 1, Gianluca Del Cielo. Car number 2 is Thursos Karolumpos. Luciano Latore is car number 3. In car 4 is Antonio Jose Gonzalez Garrido. I'm pretty sure that's the order. Joel Recovery from France is in car number 5. And car number 6 is Pedro Praca. Akeem Seeley, greetings from the Virgin Islands. Saint Croix. Always tune in and enjoying the racing. Thank you very much for joining us. We're waiting for John Ehrman to join us in the commentary booth. This is our first of the finals of this weekend's European Championships. So if you're joining us, please do make sure and give us a shout out. Let us know where you're watching from and who you're cheering for. We showed our EFRA associate member video to thank our associate members, our many associate members for EFRA, who allow us to bring this coverage to you, as well as our amazing sponsors, RC1 Racing, X-Ray, Lens Bodies, Infinity, Energy Fuel, and RCXX.shop. So thank you very much to our amazing sponsors. If you'd like to help us out, there's multiple ways that you can help us out. Yes, let's go from Wales. Go on the Dragons. I'm not sure what the actual term is, but yes, let's go Wales. So you can help us out. The main way you can help us out this week is to check out the brand new official branded EFRA merch, which is on, you can check that out on the RC Racing TV merch collections, and you can get that link from the EFRA Facebook page and the RC Racing TV Facebook page, and also the EFRA Instagram page, Instagram account, EFRA.WS on Instagram, and RC Motorsport Europe on Facebook. And there's links there that will lead you to the official web shop of EFRA. So there's our runners and riders in this one. We have two Italians, a Frenchman, a Spaniard, a Greek racer, and a Portuguese racer. And so, hello from Brunei. Wow. Okay. That's the first time I've seen someone join us from Brunei. That's amazing. It's very, very cool. Thank you for joining us. We had lots and lots of people joining us for the second day of qualifying earlier today. Let's see if I can actually bring up how many people joined us. There was so many people. Lots of French fans cheering on their racers who had, wow, 7,000 people were watching. That's fantastic. Not all at once, but yeah, it's great. This is the lower finals. This is the 132B, as you can see at the top left of screen. 132B is up first, and then we have the 132A. And the top, I think it's the top 3 or 4 racers from each of these will bump up into the 1/16th B and A, respectively. And here's my man, John. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you doing, Frank?
Okay. How did your pit lane practice go? How would you out of a 1 out of 10? How are you confident in your feeling?
5.
I think that's pretty reasonable for,
Yeah, it's let's say he's not used to the car and the fuel tank and the positions of everything, and we need some minor adjustments, and we will make it for tomorrow.
Okay. Are you allowed to use like a finger loop, like in 1/8 buggy?
We are allowed, but that doesn't work.
Not
really,
very good
really
aero.
No.
Yeah.
We have like because of the body design. There's like this cockpit just in front of the fuel tank. So whenever the car comes in, you can grab it really, really well because the fuel tank is really very deep in the car.
Ah, yes. Okay, so here we go. I'll let you take the lead on this one.
First final of the day.
Yes.
And
I've already run through the drivers who are in it.
Okay.
And, yeah. Top 3 to bump up or top 4?
Yeah, top 3 to bump up. So let's see if the drivers can take it very clean in the first few corners.
Oh. Well, that's an open-ended question, isn't it? Here we go.
Oh, the number 2 car immediately take over the lead before the first corner. And it looks like it is a very clean start of all cars. The number 2 car was really on it there because it was taking the lead immediately from the tone. Yeah, all cars are away. See some troubles from the last car, but the rest of the car, the leading pack is on the road, and the number 2 car is looking very racy. Immediately take the lead from the tone, and already spreading some room between the number 2 car. Maybe we can go 1 car back because there's a battle going on for second spot actually. The number 1 car, the pole position car, did not really have a good start and is already... oh, did the leader went off there? I think yes, the leader went off. So these are our 2 leading cars at the moment. The leading cars are the cars of Gianluca Daciello and Luciano Latorre. And it all comes down to pit stop strategy, tire strategy. I'm really really curious to see how the tire strategy works out for these local finals.
Do you think in 20 minutes? Do you think they would be changing tires?
Well, I assume so because
it is a high wear circuit apparently.
Yeah, especially with those corners going onto the front straight and off the front straight, which are actually the going onto the front straight is 90% throttle and off the straight is 100%. So and also the back straight chicane, so to say, to the X-ray corner is also a full throttle left-right sweeper. So you have a lot of tire wear. I calculated mine and I cannot make 20 minutes on one set, so I'm very, very curious to see what these drivers are planning to do. Leading the race is Gianluca Daciello with 2 seconds.
I think we have a battle between 3rd and 4th. It's the 3 and the 5. The 4 and the 2. I'm looking out for them. I think they've just come together. Going towards the X-ray corner now. It's our battle for the bump-up positions, the white car and then the white car with the graphics on the side. It's like a 3-way battle for 3rd, actually. So the 4 and the 2 are battling for the final bump-up spot.
Yeah, and the number 2 car, who took the lead from the tone, he made a mistake at the X-ray corner, went off there, but car seems okay.
Hopefully.
Nearly. Had a chance to overtake.
So now, there's no calling traffic now. This is all battles.
Yeah, he's looking inside at 2-3 corners now every lap. So it looks like the faster car. The car of, I'm going to try it, Firos Charalampus.
Close, yeah, I would say. I think if you shouted that in the pits, he would turn his head.
Yeah, probably. if I shouted it hard enough, he definitely would shout his head. He'll turn his head.
They seem to be flowing, getting closer, and then he makes a mistake. I think because he doesn't want to get pitched off the track.
Yeah. Oh, going into the.
Here we go. We got a pit.
He's coming in.
This
will cost a lot of time.
Big mistake, actually.
Yeah, this will cost a lot of time. So we will see where Gonzalez, when he pits, I think he's in now.
He's pitting now.
Yeah.
There's his pit man.
This looks a lot smoother, especially the entry. So this is a really fast pit stop. Wow. This just gave him 2 seconds.
Wow.
2 seconds of a lead on but Joel taking over 4th place. But he needs to pit. Let's see. He has just pitted. All right. So we have Garrido Gonzalez on the last bump up spot.
It's the 4 and the 2 again.
Yeah, the car we are following now is the number 2 car of Tiros Charalampus.
So the car just ahead. The car just ahead is third place, and we're following on to fourth place. Yeah, so this is our battle there, coming down the straight.
Yeah, if we look at the lap times, Frank, he's doing 1.8 tenths of a second last round. So he's already on it.
Yes, he's already there.
Yeah, he's already there. So I think he is taking no chance of overtaking.
Ooh.
At least I would do that if you have so much overspeed. Oh, had the position there for half a second. Yeah, he's driving the better line. Have so much more speed.
Oh, that's it.
Oh, no. Going side by side. Wow. And not touching. That is really clean driving.
Amazing. Oh, even better.
Oh.
He
got past.
That's sticking.
Yeah. He got past. Don't ask me how, but he got past.
Let's see if we can see that again. We got the replays going. See if that worked. Here we go. There's the pass, and just on the inside, all over the curb, and just
it was a
away.
clean pass. It was a clean pass.
Yeah.
Then the number 4 car just went a little bit too much inside. Maybe got disrupted by the view of the other white car. But it was a clean pass. So let's see if the number 2 car can now use his pace that he has to gain on the number 2 position. Luciano Latour is the number 3 car in the race. Let's see where this car is at on the track. The number 3 car is the pink car. It's actually 2 cars in front of this one in the X-ray corner right now. Yes, this is our number 2 position. So they are evenly spread out. The number 3 car, which is from Luciano Latour on the 2nd place, he is closer to the number 1 than Tiros is on 3rd place. But maybe Tiros can close the gap when he made a good pit stop the next time. Because this first pit stop of Tiros was not really good. He used a little bit too much brake when entering. I think his pit location is also the first one in the pit lane. So when you're coming in hot, you need to brake a little bit faster when the mechanic
and he's
is
pitting, following him in the pits. Here he goes.
Yep.
Not bad.
Looks clean. Tiros now jumps into 2nd place. Coming into the pit lane now. Tiros. Refueling.
He's already out.
Yeah,
oh no, there he goes.
Yeah, there he goes. It was a better pit stop for sure. So he's now also a little bit closer to Gonzalez.
And we're expecting what? At least 2 more pit stops. Is that right?
I think
with 11 minutes to go.
I think 3.
3.
No, 2. You're
okay.
right. 2 more pit stops. Yeah. So Gianluca Dal Cielo leading the race in front of Garrido Antonio Gonzalez, in front of Luciano Latour. We are now following the pink car. Still cars pitting, so let's see when this round of pit stops.
Gonzalez is just pitted because he's dropped a couple spots.
Yeah.
But that was about a lap ago.
25 seconds for an in-lap, out-lap and pit stop. So let's keep an eye on the pit times in these lower finals so that we can compare with the faster guys. So I would say if you do a tire change, it must be done somewhere halfway.
Yeah, that would make the most sense.
Yeah, and if they don't do it, then I am very curious how these cars are going around the track with no more foam on it. But
ooh,
three car. Wow. That was a close call. But this promoted Tiros to the second place.
Wow. Okay.
Did he just overtook 2 cars on the straight?
So 3. Well, let's see if we caught that again.
So the last car, the white car, is overtaking the 4 position on the straight, and then in,
I think lapping.
Yeah, and then the next corner he left that other car. So there was some fine overtaking right there.
And this is the car 3, right? Of Latorde that we're with.
No, this is Tiros that we are with. So he did the massive overtaking.
Car 2, Thursos.
Yeah, car 2, yeah.
Yes, okay.
And he did the very good start, made a mistake. Luckily his car was still okay. So if you look at the pace of Tiros compared to Gianluca, it's more or less the same at the moment. So
pretty spread out top 3. And then 4th place of number 5 car, Joel Recovery, is about a half a lap behind Latorde. So no real battle yet for 3rd place.
You see, if you see the cars running on the front straight, you see the cars also going a little bit from our view to the left side, which means that the right-hand tires are getting smaller and smaller. So the drivers need to compensate their trim adjustment. If you see the car of Tiros, which we are now following, if you look real close at this car on the straight, you see that he maybe forgot to trim his car during the last pit stop, because his car is pulling to the right a lot and he needs to overcompensate. You see this car going left to right. This is him compensating for his tire. Oh, another nice overtake.
Ooh, and then loses it.
Oh. Is he now?
I'm not sure. You see, that's the finish line there. He's still second.
Oh. Back marker opened up for Tiros right there. Looks like his car is stalling a little bit out of that corner. I don't know if it's fuel or maybe the smaller tires are giving a little bit less power. I sure hope he compensates the trim for the next pit stop, or else it gets really bad at the end of the race. Yeah, coming into the pit lane now. But empty.
He's run out.
So 2 laps before, I already saw out of the corner it didn't have a lot of power. So this was already a sign that that is
flamed.
Fuel tank running out.
So what happened there again? Not a massive
You
amount to
see
see,
him,
but
you see him correcting that his car is not running
Yeah.
straight. But I hope his mechanic can.
Yeah, we see his mechanic trying to get the car lined up. You can see just there the action in the. Let's see if we get a better view. Not much of a better view, really, but
Starting, I hope. This takes
positions
too
being
much.
lost. Now he's in 3rd.
Now he's in 4th and 5th.
All right, so new battle is our for 3rd place is between the 5 and the 4 of Recovery and Gonzalez, and they are actually close together on track somewhere out there. 2's back out on track. The 5 and
red
the 4.
Yeah. 5 is a red car now in the X-ray corner.
I think Gonzalez has pitted. Yes. So that's an in and an out lap, 25.6. Almost exactly the same in and out lap time as his last pit stop.
Yeah, and Joel, who we are now following, is running on the last bump up spot.
So we'll see if he might be pitting now.
He must have pitted already.
He's actually also a lap ahead of Gonzalez, so it's not actually a battle. He's almost a full lap ahead, I think.
Yeah.
If we look at the bars on the live timing.
Yeah, the cars are evenly spread in the top 3.
Yeah. and last 5 minutes. So one more fuel stop to go for everybody.
Let's see if these guys can compensate for the tire wear. I hear already cars lifting at the end of the straight, so and I hear bodies scraping on the ground already.
You can hear it.
Yeah.
This is the car 5 that we're with. The third place, Joel Recovery. Gianluca Del Cielo in the car 1 running first, and Luciano Latorre in the car 3 running second. So top 3 to bump up. Ramon P asking in the live chat, hello, when is the Super Bowl? There is no Super Bowl. Super Bowl is gone. It may come back next year, but for 2024, it was voted out last year at the EFRA AGM, which is held every year in November. So here we go. This is Recovery taking some fuel.
Pretty decent pit stop. Let's see if we can see the time right there. All depends obviously on a good in and out lap.
So crossing the timing loop right there.
26-1.
Wow, pretty good. And Latorre also pitted, but with a 28.2, so losing some time there, but he's still about a half a lap ahead of Recovery, who we're following. And this is the car 2 that's just behind of Charalampos, who we were very eagerly following, driving a great race until he just went a lap too far.
On the fuel.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I think Thursos has gone in for another fuel stop.
Number 4 car of Gonzalez exiting the pit. He's also a lap down on Joel. The closest battle we have on track is between Luciano and Joel, but they are spread out 9 seconds. That's more than half a lap. I think Tiros just gets his last splash and dash to finish this final. Maybe we can focus a little bit on the number 1 car, who is leading the race from the beginning almost. Let's see where
I think this is when just underneath us just now.
Yeah.
Zach going through the first corner is our leader of number 1, Gianluca Del Cielo. So a minute and a half left in this one, and it looks like he's going to walk away with it.
Yeah. The car looks still, after some with some small tires, pretty decent. Maybe don't have the steering that he got from the get-go, but the car still looks good. Best lap time of him of this final is a 16.1, and his last lap was a 16.9 this time around. So 0.8 of a difference, but the smaller tires can cause that.
1 minute left. So I think, this one's pretty much wrapped up. So what do you think, John, about no tire changes? 20-minute race.
Yeah, if you do lap times of 16.8, then it's probably doable. But for example, if I look at the car of Tiros, which was I think one of the fastest of this race, he did also a 15.8, so he was the faster car. And if I look at this car right now, it looks a little bit understeering and also on the straight. He needs to overcompensate for the difference between the left and right. So I think if the finals progress, we would see tire changes going on. Maybe not today, but definitely tomorrow.
Yeah, it's definitely very overcast at the moment, so the track is quite cool. And the racing is finishing up as the drivers are coming across the finish line.
So this one would go to Gianluca Del Cielo, followed by Luciano Latore and Joel Recovery.
Of course, that's subject to technical checks and inspections.
Of course, your fuel tank needs to be not too big.
As you well know. But yeah, so yeah, there's our provisional results. Dolciello, Latore, and Recovery. So that's our first of the finals today. First finals of the championships, really.
Yeah.
So yeah, yeah. I mean,
we already saw some cool overtakes, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Of,
we got some cool replays for the highlights reel.
I mean, 3 cars thick on the straight is
that was impressive.
Is action.
That was impressive. So I'm just curious. So you were talking about the playing around with the trim when you do your fuel stop. So would you, if you remember to, how many clicks would you do when you're doing your fuel stop?
That's a good question. It also depends on the settings of your transmitter, because let's say the trim you can adjust by one step, and one step is one. But your trim, your button, you can program it, and you can program it if you do, for example, 2 clicks or 5 clicks or even more. But in my opinion, I always use my trim in 5 clicks, because if you set it to 1, then if you come into the pit stop and your mechanic is really fast, then you are really pressing the button in a fast rate to get it there until the point where it still drives straight. So 5 is, in my opinion, optimal. Maybe some drivers want to use it a little bit more fine-tuning, but for example, for some final, if you run your car and the tire wear on the right is higher, and you do 5 clicks, and in the beginning of the 4 minutes you do 2 clicks, so it's 10. 10 trim more to the left, because you will trim to the left because your car will pull to the right. Before the next, maybe you over trim it, that it pulls more to the left, but here it will take 2 or 3 laps, and then it will run straight again, and then it will pull to the right again.
That's insane.
And when tire chains come into play, you need to also remember that when you put new tires on, that you put the clicks back where it was before when you had new tires on.
And of course, you're watching your mechanic and a helper. You usually have a mechanic plus one person, right, down below you.
Yeah.
So you're watching them do it. Yeah, and so you're.
With a tire change, when you see them doing it, that will be
your reminder.
Yeah, reminder to my trim.
Yeah, wow.
But sometimes you are so hyped up in the moment that you still forget to do it. And also, I have been on races that I forgot it the first time, and then I'm driving and I cannot trim during driving. For me, that's not possible. Some drivers can, but I then tell my mechanic, "Hey, can you remind me that I do my trim just before I do the pit entry?" And then I also had races where my mechanic also forgot to remind me, and then I said, "Hey, you forgot to remind me." Now we both forgot. Now I will manage.
Right. All right. So while these drivers are heading out for their warm-up period, we'll hear a word again from our lovely, lovely sponsors. About it, I hit replay go, and it just plays it. All right, so we are back. Thank you, John. You can see the cars zipping past up the main straight. We're getting ready for the 132A final now. So the race that we just saw was the 132B. So those top 3 racers are going to be going into the 116th B. And the top 3 racers from this one will be going into the 116th A. So it's a bit hard to explain in words when you don't have like a diagram in front of you.
Yeah.
And I always attempt to, and it just comes out sounding like a jumbled mess. But that's the Christmas tree finals. It's like, why are they called a Christmas tree? And like try to explain it, and it anyway.
Yeah. A funny thing to notice on this camera now, you see right next to the pit lane, you see the foam lying on the white line, really. So whenever you go offline now and you hit the foam, and it will only get worse whenever we have more and more finals running, because then the cars will running 20 minutes, a lot of tire wear, a lot of foam will be there. If you, I don't know if you can switch cameras to the beginning of the straight. Here in this corner you see also on the outside a little bit foam lying there. This means that whenever you hit the foam, you can steer what you want, but the car will go straight.
Those are, I mean, that in F1 they call them the marbles. Well, in full-size racing they call them marbles. Yeah,
marbles. Yeah.
So it's because it's like you're driving on marbles.
Yeah, I don't know if the result is the same or the feeling is the same when you drive on marbles or when you drive on foam dust, so to say.
Yeah. Well, you know, that's one of the funny things I just love about large-scale touring car, that you can. The tire, like you see the blistering and the rolling of the rubber that comes off the tires. They are just like the real thing. Yeah. It is insane.
With fifth scale, for example, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you see just how dark it is. It's no rain expected, but if it does rain overnight, that dust will basically just be washed away, won't it?
Or maybe washed onto the line where everybody drives.
Yeah, yeah.
But maybe then, because dust is real easy to clean, you get a blower, a leaf blower, and you just blow the dust away from the line. So drivers are sent into the pits, but somebody missed the sign.
Oh, that might be a start from the back sort of penalty, or a drive-through, or something. Not really any places to cut the track here either.
No.
Not like off-road. You just get shouted at and embarrassed and possibly penalized.
We also have a Brit running this final, Thomas Burton. Am I correct?
Yeah. Actually, we didn't run through. I mean, we had the names come up on the screen. We've got Franco Desiderio, John Soteropoulos, Dario Grasso, Gianni Lopafido, Thomas Burton, and Vito De Cola.
So let's see if this start is as clean as the previous one, and if the number 2 can make as big a start as the previous.
Whoa, bit of a late start there for that number 2, but still right up there. Oh! And a calamity at the back end there, so it's letting these two get away.
Yeah, so the number 1 and 2 car are safe.
So let's drop back to the next group of cars. 3 cars battling for 3rd position. It's our bump-up spot.
Looks like the number 3 car is...
hopefully they're all white.
Yeah.
Except for the one red one. Red and white. Yeah, so this is our battle for 4th. So this is our closest battle on track. It's the 4 and... Oh, nice! I'm not sure if I caught that on the... let's see, because he's gotten away now, so he can... Oh, he's already gotten past.
Yeah.
But it was a nice pass, so you have to be quick on these replay buttons, I swear. Wow. There we go. That's the number 4 off and away of Gianni Lopafido. Still being chased by Grasso. He's not that far behind.
Yeah, Grasso, who had a little bit of a bad start. I think he was in the mix of all those cars that were at the end of the straight. But now he's recuperating his positions, it looks like. At least one of it. pace of Dario looks also a little bit better as the cars in front of him. So maybe we can follow Dario.
This is our battle for third, I think. These two. The 4 and...
Yeah, and that is Dario, the white car with red. Oh, yeah, there you go. Getting some refreshments here. Always nice.
Some real refueling.
No, not yet, because the fuel bottle is not open. You got tools.
Always.
So Dario now in the 3 spot, the spot where he actually started at. So let's see if his pace at the moment is a little bit the same as the first 2. Thank you, Frank.
Thank you.
So I think the closest battle we have on track is the battle between the last 2 places, between DeVito and Thomas Burton, who are now entering the end of the straight. The white car and the yellow and the pink car.
We can't show that pass for position again, but before these guys get too close. But here's that pass that we missed. There we go. Ooh, sliding in there. And then...
Oh, it was
so
really close.
Yeah. That was fabulous. And then sliding out a bit wide just because it took a bit of a suboptimal line coming out of the corner after. But
it looks like he had a little bit of more traction out of the corner and a little bit of more speed out of the corner. So we are now following the number 6 car, who is in 5th position, the car of Vito De Cola.
Top 2 cars are still Desiderio and Soteropoulos.
We are hitting the 4-minute mark and entering pit stops.
Oh, here we go. First pit stops. Ooh, a pair
looks
of
like
them.
all cars. Yes, all cars are in. Literally, all cars are in the pit lane now. So let's see who did the better pit stop. We saw a 25-second pit stop. I think John got just overtaken in the pit lane. The number 2 car, which is the green car. But let's see.
25.8 for Desiderio. 24.3 for Grasso.
Exactly. So Dario did a faster pit stop, 3 seconds, which gave him the 2nd position.
Wow.
So our new record in the pit stop was 24.3. So that's what it's all about. The mechanic in the pit lane doing a good fuel stop gave him an extra position.
So is this our bump up battle here? These 2 cars. We actually have, Zach, if you drop back to the orange car that's just behind these 2, this is Mr. John Franco Desiderio, our sponsor, actually, RC1 Racing, and he's working his way through
what seems to be back markers.
Yeah. So Franco doing a good job.
Oh, yeah, he's doing this good. He's waiting a little bit before he gets the room to overtake. You can take the risk, but you never know what happens.
And then those 2 are basically back where they were before they let him through. As far as distance, well, no, he's following. He's taking advantage. That 2nd car that he passed. Well, now they're together.
Oh.
Okay, so let's drop back to that battle, Zach. This is which battle is this? Which position are these guys fighting for?
If you go 2 cars back, that's the position for the number 2 spot.
The white and the green.
Yes.
Okay.
Just got over. He just passed him. So
Okay, so we just about caught it.
Yeah, we just got it.
So our apologies for that. I thought it was the other pair of cars, which are battling, but not for the leading spots.
Yeah, those two cars ahead are battling for fifth position, and those two cars following it, those are battling for second position. So two battles close to each other.
Jeez.
So, little mistake of John there. But he recuperates quite fast. Didn't lose too much time. So maybe the battle for second has a little bit of influence when they need to overtake those two cars who are battling for fifth place. Let's see how they run through traffic. Can we stick with those four cars? Oh, a little bit wide. Okay. Oh. Okay, that was really close, but
and the referees are also calling traffic for the drivers.
Yeah, but now you see that I think
and a little wide there for that red and white car. And now they're really mixed in. There's they're like overlapped now.
Yeah, so it's 5, 2, 6, 3. Yeah, so it looks like Dario got a little bit better through traffic there. New round of fuel stops going on. John in the pits now. He's our leader now at the moment. That's why Franco was in the pits. Oh, the number 6 car that's the car from Vito de Cola.
He didn't want to get going, but
No.
he did.
He applied a little bit too much throttle when the car was on the roof. So let's see this round of pit stops. 25-3, 25-7 of John and Dario. So John is picking up his pace and gaining a little bit ground on Franco here.
Well, he's passing. He's in the lead.
Yeah, he's in the lead. So we are now following. Oh, he's in the lead. Okay.
Yes, John is. So it's Franco is the orange car that's just ahead. So
I think he made a mistake.
Second.
Because the last lap time of Franco was a 19-second lap time. So I think Franco made a little bit of a mistake.
So if we move to the orange car, that one there, that's Desiderio. And so I believe that car just ahead is the leading car. 4? No. It is a 4, but where's the 2? Is the 2 the green car?
The 2 is the number green car. Is the green car from John.
Right. So we should see Desiderio here in the orange start to catch. Maybe? Yes. 16.2 the last lap, 17 flat this time. But he's working through back markers. And did the green car make a mistake? I was looking down at the times.
I think John also made a mistake. This last lap time was 20.8.
Yeah, so Franco's back in the lead now.
Yeah.
There we go. But we have a, is that a type? No, that's a lead. That's a,
the white car is a back marker. So John, yes, opening a little bit clumsy, but he is passed.
I thought the 2 and the 4 were battling, but they're actually a lap apart.
Yeah.
Because that's our battle for bump up position, but it's not a battle. So we'll stick with the leader here while we reset and just figure things out. So the lead 3 cars are all on the same lap. 4th place of Gianni Loperfido is a lap behind. Yes. So there's no battle for 3rd and 4th, basically. So the battle is for the lead.
Yeah, they are all spaced out evenly, actually. 2 seconds apart each car. Franco 2 seconds in front of Dario, and Dario 2 seconds in front of John. With still 11 minutes to go, tire wear coming to play, and also we have a new round of fuel stops coming up.
At least 2 more, is that right?
Yeah, at least 2 more. So
and it's never a bad thing to follow one of the event sponsors as well, one of our broadcast sponsors. So it's Franco Desiderio there from RC1 Racing. We've seen his videos several times today. So come all the way from Miami, but obviously has an Italian passport. And that's the only way he'd be allowed to take part, I assume.
Oh, yeah, of course. You need to be European.
There we go. He's going into the pits. Let's follow him in and see how it goes.
And he's being refueled by Filippo Domani.
Yes.
Oh,
Flema! Oh, no. Okay.
I think he was trimming, Frank.
I hope.
I think he was trimming. He was not expecting to have such a fast refueling of Filippo that he was still trimming.
His in and out pace is then 26.8. That's pretty decent.
Decent
from what we've seen so far.
Not fast, but decent.
Seven and a half minutes left. That means at least one more fuel stop for everybody. We can run maximum 4 minutes.
Oh. Number 3 car of Dario just came out of the pit when Franco was at the end of the straight, so it was close. Franco still got the lead. John also went into the pit lane now. Excuse me, he's in the pit lane now, exiting.
Yeah, so we'll have it'll be cycling through the pit stop. So Dario had a 27.7, so it's at least a second longer pit lap.
Yeah, let's see the lap of John. He just pitted.
Just coming through in the green car, isn't it?
Yeah.
And
also a
27.2.
Yeah.
So I believe Franco's was a 26.8 or something like that.
Yeah.
So half a second faster almost. Oh, who's this? Number 3 of Dario. Going to drop out. So we have a fresh battle for third spot. Looks like Gianni's going to take that one over, but he's got he was well over a lap behind.
So they have some time to restart the car, but not a lot.
Johnny just crossing the line now, and
there
we go. Take it over.
Yeah. I don't know what's taking so long in the pits to start the car.
You can see if we can see. Looks like there's some people around it doing some EMT work on the car, but it doesn't look like it's
there's not
coming out.
Not much action going on.
No. Right. So
I think Dario is out.
Yes, unfortunately.
Still leading this race, Franco, followed by John in a 4-second gap.
Yeah, and they're the only two on the same lap, so everyone else is at least a couple laps down. Or a lap and a bit back to Gianni.
If you look at the fastest lap times that these guys are doing compared to the current lap times, we see a little bit more difference than the last final, because the current pace of Franco, for example, is 17.3 and his best time is 16.1. So that's a 1.2 second difference in lap times. Now he just posted a 16.5, so maybe he's just pacing himself. I also hear the car of John lifting throttle at the end of the straight, maybe saving tires or having problems turning in the car with the smaller tires. If you look at the pace of Franco and John is making up 3/10 this lap. There's a battle evolving, so maybe we can switch to that battle of the orange car. One car back. Yes, that's the car of Franco leading the race, and the green who just is coming into the pit lane for the last fuel stop done by Filippo Domani. And now have a look what John is doing. Franco exiting the pit here. So let's keep our eye on Franco, because John is now entering the pit lane. Yes, we can see in the middle of the screen, just behind. Okay, Franco now coming onto the straight, but John exiting the pit now, taking over the lead.
Okay. It is on.
So,
Last 3.5 minutes.
So Franco pit stop 27.7. Let's see. Oh, Franco was literally on the back end of John. Oh, yeah, he passed him already. It looks like the corner after the end of the straight is the corner to pass. We've seen already a lot of moves there.
I just wanted to make sure that we have a replay ready for that. It was 1 lap ago. I just want to make sure it was going to stay as it is. But here we go. Here's the pass. And
Franco
it's not
is
even
just
all that very wide. He's just off throttle a bit, and Franco just goes right past.
Yeah, Franco is just on a better line there.
Wow.
Like we've seen, I think already several times, that the car, when you are in the line, there's just more traction there, and they accelerate just faster out of the corner, immediately resulting in an overtake.
And of course, back markers can always make things a little bit frantic. There we go, because you don't know necessarily who you're racing, really. So you don't know if they're going to be twitchy as you try to get past them, or if they're going to give you space, or how much space, or whatever. But yeah, it worked out okay. 2 minutes. Now this is the final race of this evening. We have another whole day of finals tomorrow. We will run through the timetable with you after this race is done in about 1:45. So John trying to keep the battle fresh.
Yeah, he's closing in on Franco again.
He is. 1.5 minutes.
Last
is
time
Franco going to be able to hold him off?
Last time by 0.7 of a second. John looks racy.
Oh, very.
Still 1 minute to go, a little over 1 minute.
If you were Franco, how shaky will your hands be right now?
Well, if my mechanic has given me enough information, then he would say, yeah, okay, the number 3 spot is far away, so don't take any risks.
There is that.
That I would have said, but
yeah.
but if I was John, I was like, okay, I have the pace, I would overtake him, because for the next final I have at least one grid, a better start position.
This is true. But sometimes racers will be racers.
Yeah, so we never know.
Oh, and more back markers.
Yeah, this could nicely open there.
Yes.
Oh! He over.
Oh, no!
Off the track. Made the move sick, but then made a mistake.
Still running. So he's going to hold second. They're a lap ahead of everybody.
Oh,
wow!
Please tell me we got that on replay.
Yes, we did. But we'll let let's find the orange car. See John over the line, Zach, just to take the win.
Yeah, Franco.
Sorry. Yes, and yeah, there we go. So let's see if we caught that. Oh, so here's the first pass.
So yeah,
Franco goes a bit off.
And then he clipped the curb a little bit. Oh, man.
Whoa. Funny car, straight off. And no wall on that outside of the X-ray corner either.
That was his luck, because if there was a wall, then definitely would break his car.
Okay. All right, so it all came to a very sharp end right at the end. Jeez.
Yeah. Was exciting.
Okay, well, all right. So we hope you enjoyed that. We had... some good racing there, some good racing. So tomorrow we have another whole day of finals racing. We have the 1/16 finals, sub-final B and A, starting at 8:40 and then 9:10, and then the 1/8. Which one are you in, the B or the A? Do you know yet?
I know. I was just looking at it because I spoke with Alex, and I think he's going to run a lot of runs tomorrow.
So your mechanic might be busy, you mean?
Alex is in the 1/16 A, so that is our second final of tomorrow.
Yeah.
Tomorrow morning. And I am in the 1/8 A. So if Alex bumps up, and thank you by the way for pointing me that out, because Alex is of course British champion of 2024. Somebody pointed me out in the chat. So
yes,
because we
we
were discussing we didn't know for sure, but
Yeah,
I now
I-
know
yeah.
for sure. So if Alex bumps up in the second final tomorrow morning, he will be in my final, and I'm in the 1/8A.
And not marshalling or not mechanicking. Is that why you're?
What do you mean?
Oh, so no. Sorry, I thought he was going to be mechanicking for you or something.
No,
So,
no.
So you're going to be running against him.
Yeah, if he bumps up, I
Yes.
hope. So I hope.
I mean, it's likely.
yeah, it's likely. His pace is good.
I don't know
yeah.
what position he's starting in, but yeah. So the first races of the day kick off at 8:40 with the 1/16, and then 9:50 for the 1/8, and then the quarterfinals start at 11, end at 11:50, and then we have about an hour-long lunch break, and then main final time practice, which we'll just have static cameras for. We won't be commentating on it because it's literally just practice for the top 4 guys. And then we have the semifinals, which there's some stories there, and we'll go into that tomorrow.
Cool.
And then the last chance final.
Yeah, you mean our 15-minute qualifier? Well, because that is what it is.
Yeah,
There
the
is
craziness.
there's only one spot. There's no
Yeah.
the bump up is the number 1 spot, so everybody is eager to get there to get that one spot, and it's literally a 15-minute qualifier. So
And
we will definitely see actions that afterwards will be called as
some insane action.
no guts, no glory, no story.
And then the main final kicks off at 3:50, and that's local time. All these times are local time, so it's Central European time. Remember to adjust your times accordingly, no matter where you live in the world. So, and it's a 45-minute, all glory to the winner, main final for 45 minutes. So, without further ado, I want to thank our sponsors, EFRA, the European Federation of Radio-Controlled Automobiles, RC1 Racing, X-Ray, Lens Bodies, Infinity, Energy Fuel, and RCXX Shop. Thank you to Zach on the moving camera, John next to me here, and
Frank.
yes,
Thank you.
That's me. Thank
Yeah,
you.
thank
you,
you,
John.
Frank.
All right, so we'll finish the day with the final words from our sponsors today. Thank you very much for joining us. And don't forget, join us back tomorrow. Hit subscribe, save, follow the pages, and all that stuff, RCTV and EFRA. And we will see you tomorrow morning.
This is mine.
Okay, fantastic.
Yeah.
Feels amazing. It's unbelievable.
The legend, Masami Himataka.
So Michael Olowski's going to cross the line to take the European title.
Is it going to be? It's a race to the line and Skidmore takes it.
Three-time winner David Ronnefout takes the Euros, European champion.
That's crazy, man. I can't believe it.
Balestro's flamed out. Balestro's flamed out. Oh, he's broken. Valkyries is broken.
Take a minute to walk through the pits during the practice day here.
It is in order of when you won your first World Championship.
It's insane.
You guys need a race director, and I'm lost my contracts. Give me a call.
Thank you guys for the coverage. I appreciate it.
This is my motorsport.
I put everything into this.
It's given me so much more back.
The best friends
The best moments.
The best skills.
and experiences.
I put hours into tuning the setup of my car.
From camber to toe.
To differential,
The shocks, tires.
body and wing.
Adjusting everything in search of perfection.
Lap after lap after lap.
I practice endlessly on track.
And then it's time to race.
We are in for a barnstormer.
Wants to make the oh, he makes a move stick.
Ronald has a look down the inside, can't find a gap there.
Is it going to be? It's a race to the line and Skidmore takes it. Killick gets a kick down the straight. Oh,
Oh, Walter's going for the lead.
Through for the third spot. It looks like Newman's got it.
Bruno gets the jump off the start, and Ronald Volker, it's all gone wrong for him.
Your European champion, Dario Balestre.
Racing at every level is hard.
And it doesn't always go your way.
Letting Newman. Oh, Newman's having a nightmare.
Oh, and that's figure 8 rolling.
Spot on the pony. Oh, Garo's over.
Oh, Balestro's flamed out. Balestro's flamed out. They can stop. Oh, Craxton is just gone. He's taken out the fence.
Oh, and he's called the cone of justice.
Oh, he's broken. Valkyries is broken.
Sometimes you lose, but you'll never forget the important things you win.
I've made the best friends through RC.
I joined the team through RC.
I traveled the world through RC.
I have a career through RC.
I have a business through RC.
I have a family through RC.
Together we race, and together we win.
Whoever you are,
You can race with us.
RC is the most accessible motorsport on the planet.
RC is my motorsport.
I put everything in.
it's giving me so much more back.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.